What's going on, guys? Gulliver here. I have just been raided on the attack on the in the game right now, so I would think I'm going to just make a live reaction of it. Oh, didn't work as well. Didn't work actually. So we won. Nice. 36 minutes ago. Um, I just grabbed the phone and it was like, we had just been raided, and I was like, oh, maybe it's just to be like some kind of content, to be a reaction or something. So yeah, I made some adjustments to the base. I'm going to show in a minute. He dropped everyone left, I guess. Yes, no. He made half right, half left. These one here. A lot of. He's likely doing the aerials challenge. Oops. That shouldn't be the button I was going to press. He's likely doing the aerials challenge, like playing with multiple aerials in the same time. He's just playing with aerials, so it's likely the reason why he's like playing this type of thing. Sorry for the misclick, guys. For the miss. I don't know why he split into. And like, I think that this base is like very stupid because like I have two anti-airs in the laser turrets, so it's kind of the best setup for these challenge. Like, it was basic. That was weird. So I think I just got lucky. In a way, I'm just watch once again. See if I lost something. I think that the guy surrendered at some point. He lost his best one, which was rescue, so I think he was like, oh, now that I lost the best one. Yeah. I'm not sure if the guy understood the challenge, how it functions, but you can use other bots outside of the area, so you can use combiners as well, so like you can use like 3 aerials, go for a combiner, do some damage and keep going until like you reach a point where like, okay, I'm not able to do any damage, so you call the combiner and he just deals the rest of the damage. So yeah, since my last video was kind of had a lot of views, I guess I'm going to do this like every single weekend, I guess, like make kind of a account updates thing to show like how I'm thinking about the stuffs of the account, how I'm thinking about the upgrades, the stuff that I'm investing in. So the first thing here is that I want to mention is that I didn't have any luck with cyber coins on the event, this weekend event. Every single one of these Optimus bounty chests was a 250 Shanix. So like a lot of Shanix. So wasn't that bad, but like Shanix not like the best thing in the game right now. It's very very outdated. Since when you have all the squad cores you have, and you have like a lot of stuff upgraded to a point where you don't need a lot of spark. Like, I have a million spark, and obviously I'm a super amazing genius. So what super amazing genius does is that they misclick the 4-star with the 5-star sound wave, and I actually upgraded the sound wave 4-star. instead of the 5 star to upgrade to level 9. So I have the 5 star upgrade to SA11, but I have wasted half a million sparks on that without necessarily needing that. Um, I am very, very much uh, surprised with how Soundwave performs better with the SA11. Uh, with the health boost is like very, very good, and the boosting damage is very, very, very good as well. I'm actually thinking on using these just because it's basically a bot that's purely based around DPS and HP. So I think that this would make sense, and because I basically think it's kind of better than GNU, so it would be my preference, and because I have the 5 star of one and not the other. So yeah, I'm thinking about that. Quintus is off because I'm using the XP core. I have used the upgrade skip for the level 50 to 60, and you're saying, "Oh my God, Bruno! Oh my God, Galavar! You shouldn't have done that because you should have used for the bigger skips for the level 60 to 70 to do that." But what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade Soundwave together with Flatline when they reach the necessary levels for the upgrades. So I'm going to keep using the 4 stars while the 5 stars are in, because the 4 stars are like decent upgraded. I think that they do the job at the moment, so like I'm not going to miss a lot of that. So I think it's good enough for me to say like, okay, I can use these instead of that, and like I'm not going to feel a huge amount of difference. So yeah, that's basically much it. And like actually doesn't make like much difference after you reach the level 60 if you reach sooner or later. To be honest, you want to like just make a team and play with the team the more consistency as with the most consistency as possible. I'm not sure if I'm going to rush on upgrades with this event, with next event on Mayhem mode. I'm thinking that it's not going to have enough time because I think it's 10 days or 12 days, 14 days, something like that. So I don't have much time enough to skip into that. But I'm having other stuff to do when we have the Endurance event. I have watched very little amount of stuff on Vector Prime / Nova Prime, which is the new Endurance bot. I didn't understand exactly how the teleport works. It's like an interesting tech, like teleports, basically an exclusive thing on that end, basically. But I think it's like nice to have they have like reintroducing a mechanic that's like kind of forgotten for some reason. Um, so yeah. Uh, Also, last events like I'm going to say that was outside of Mayhem mode because the XP that you get like there's like ridiculous. It's one of the best. It's one of the best events ever. Like you get a lot of stuff. You get a lot of stuff. Like last event was like crazy. I'm absolutely sure that was like the best event like ever, basically, because you get a lot of stuff, a lot of resources, and it was also a alliance event if I remember correctly. So uh, also we have the leaderboard there. So yeah, uh, one of the things that I'm thinking about on doing on next event on Mayhem mode is to create Tita Max up and Tita Maxed out. to level 70. I don't want to. I don't know how much the damage is going to be. If it's going to be 1k 100 and something. If it's going to be 1k 100 and less than 100. I think that I saw a guy that had 1k and 86 damage, something like that. So it increases like a little bit of damage there. So like just have like a first status basically. I want to have a maxed out, but it obviously is going to be T2 max. I have thought on this guy here, and he give an acid storm like this. SA8 level 63 is exactly the point where you have a guaranteed one shot, even at hard mode, on the build bots. So it's like without the ordinary chase, the damage booster. So I think that's really, really good. So is there any interesting different point on flatline or sound wave? Like on this specific damage, you have this specific power to destroy this defense or that defense. I'm not sure if there is like a huge like database on this, but like this when you have like 65 11 something, it's exactly them that you need to like activating almost insta kill a mortar or a laser or whatever, something like that. You know what I mean? So stuff like that. I know that if you get level 60 for the first star, it's 65, it's 62 or 63. Is that one of the levels that you can one shot with the 4-star half shell the shock tower after the adjustment, but then the bug happened after the adjustment, so I'm not sure how much about that actually on hard mode I remember that. So that's one of the things that I remember, like this specific points and stuff. So yeah. Also, I want to ask you guys another thing. I purchased the bundle of the combiner. It gave me a lot, but I mean a lot of stuff in the inventory. Like G1s is 350. Like, look at this, a lot of stuff, and it gives me basically a free 5-star basically because I have a lot of stuff. It was like 5k something. It's almost 9k. It's almost 10k already. So yeah, but I'm not sure like what to do, what to invest in, to be honest, because I feel that I'm not sure what to prioritize in the moment. I don't have I'm not sure if it's my game style or something, but I'm not that gunner focused in my gameplays. Outside of Breakneck, and if it wasn't for the glass effect, I think that my T2 team was not even using the gunners, to be honest. I wasn't using Octopunch. I wasn't using Wheeled Rider anymore since the Acid Storm 5-star. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Like, no gunners. So, like, if it wasn't for the breakneck glass effect on the SA11, I basically would not use gunners. So I think that Wheeled Rider is not going to be part of my like department of priorities in the moment. And I'm highly thinking on having Headstrong. I would like to have Skywarp, but it hasn't been introduced in the game yet, and we know that eventually it's going to drop because of the 5-star combiners and stuff. I'm not sure if there is another piece, like random piece of a combiner that needs the 5-star to guarantee the thing uh, on like multiple for both of the teams, for the Autobots and the Decepticons. If they a lot of them are the same, like it's a Skywarp for one of the it's a Skywarp is going to be a 5-star because of Skywarp, because of Skydive. That's the Autobot version is a combiner piece, so we have that to like think about. And I actually think that Skywarp's like one of the better ones. It's one of the good ones that I would like. I would surely invest in. It has one of the biggest damages and like one of the most consistent one shots in the game. But outside of that, like I think that Headstrong's like a very good like shot to grab, to be honest. And I'll be really close to have a thing of full 5 stars basically, because it would be T2 Max, Full Tilt, Cooler, Acid Storm, Soundwave. I wouldn't use a Scrapno, but I can use just for the fun of it. Flatline, Headstrong itself would be exactly 8. But if I don't want to have the scrap node, I could have like something like Wild Rider, for example, just for the fun of it. So would be really nice, just to have it. But I'm not sure which to focus on, and I want to have like more like accurate investments. Like I want to be like sure that I'm going to do this investment in this batch, and like this thing is going to be this good, and I'm not like sure of which batch is the best. Like I'm not sure how much value we have from these and how much value we have from these. And I have a lot of bots loading up on the research lab right now, so I don't want them to be locked or anything else. So what I did was I placed on the research lab Scourge and Waspy. Both of them really good. Both of them I use for defense. And since they're like basically the best ones in defense, mostly Scourge. It's like I think it's the best defense one because like it's the one that stay the highest in the sky. So like it takes time to like he touch the ground and like be attacked, so he can be raided. So he can be attacked. So this means that like it makes your opponent lose more time because it's focused in the air, basically. So that's what I think. But Waspy like makes the most damage in the last amount of time. So like I'm going to like upgrade these boys. Next event I'm going to do something with them, like not sure what, but I'm going to upgrade them a little bit. Play a little and going to like level 55, 56, something like that. I'm not sure if I'm going to like rush to max them out. Not maxing out, but like going to level 60 or something like that. I'm not that hurried to upgrade his bots, but I just want to have like more consistent options on the defenses. One of the things that's like good, because I was wanting for that for a long time, was Spellbat, final level 60. I think's a great setup that I have with Solus Prime and Groundhog, because um, you can actually place Groundhog out and go for something that increases DPS, maybe like these. Like there's the fracas obviously, but like I think that Groundhog's like a little bit better, uh, because like I don't think that the percentages that you get from like increasing the DPS to increase the power of uh, the shocking tower, the electric tower exploding. I think that the impact that you have from having Groundhog is bigger than just having a extra DPS on the bot and on the and on the electric tower, if you know what I mean. Like uh, the combat itself does more damage than the electric tower itself. Uh, and it has a decent amount of HP, like 12k for a combat's like decent. Same for a seven for a 4 star. So I think it's really good. If I remember correctly, it's here inside of Skull Lagoon. So the idea is that they Felbat stuns everything, Skull Lagoon destroys everything. Then here you have Armada Mags would have decent damage, and Soundwave to like occupy everyone with the minions. So it's going to be like it's definitely harder to do. Like for example, um, it's not very hard to do with Felbat. Either with a Cooler depending of the setup. It's not very hard to have Soundwave or Armada Max. But Armada Max with Soundwave, it's very unlikely that you're going to like get rid of everything without using SA points. Like when you see Armada Max, normally everyone like wastes SA points because they're afraid of the SA11. I think it's one of the good SA11s, but I'm not that fan of Armada Max, so I'm not sure about that. So like they see Armada Max and Soundwave, so everything gets like triggered and attracted by the Soundwave and the minions, and then the Armada Max makes more free damage. You know what I mean? Like because it's not being focused on anything that applies damage before. Because they attract goes to the Soundwave minions before they go for the Armada Max. And it would actually make sense to switch them around. It's like Felbat to stun everything, then Kulagoon pops everything. Kulagoon is basically the best one for defense, to be honest. Felbat's another one that's going to be having a what's the name? 5-star in the future, likely. I'm going to likely going to get Felbat 5-star with the same batch as the Skydive, for example. Skyrip, I guess. Sorry. So you're going to have this option in the future. We have upgraded a lot of things. Like we have all the autocannons upgraded. We have all the missile launchers upgraded. We have all the mortars upgraded. The MDS is full. The shield gen is full. Shock towers have been upgraded until the upgrade requires 14 days. The only upgrades that require 10 days that are still on are the outposts, 10 days here, and these, and the other one, I guess. Yeah, these one. But I feel these are weird ones. Like, don't know how much. I'm not sure how it's the max level of Statesmine. It's just a curiosity of mine, to be honest. Um, I think this is level 2 is like the max likely, I guess. Um, so I've started to upgrading the another laser here, and tomorrow when these laser drops, and I'm going to like upgrade other two stuff. Like I'm not sure exactly which other two ones are going to be upgraded, because like I'm not using one spot right now. I'm not sure if like that's a moment that's like it's a good opportunity to upgrade like walls and stuff, because I have like a lot of alloy, and I have used a decent amount in this inventory right now. These last days to upgrade some stuff. Um, Target protocol is at max with these two. I feel that's one of the better ones. For these map designs, I think that makes more sense. The protocols in the beginning to do with the gunners and the medics, and these ones more back in the map, like actually like this, for example. So they don't go like so deep in the map, but they do the most concentrated damage. So this is to like deal with the more fragile ones. These are going to be hitting harder than the other ones that remains, and the rest is like going to deal with the warrior special guys and everything. I have switched the base for triple FFD because I honestly feel that I'm facing much more Fortress Maximus and Metroplex than I'm facing Arcs. So this means that the NTS is not that impactful to protect everything here. So they're going to have like other options. So I think it's very unlikely for them to go like in the middle of here to do with one FFD, because like I have another two here. It's just basically for you to like you have to use like, I don't know, a gigantic amount of SA points with Warpath. What's the other name for the Warpath? For the Decepticon name, Skull Smasher, to deal with all three. You're going to have to waste 6, 12, 18 to deal with all three. With Breakneck, but remember, this is in danger zone, so you have to be like be aware of where do you place these guys. I actually feel that I should like make this base more deep in the map, like these like here and everything like go down a little bit. Maybe. Just a thought. Maybe we're going to do this after that. Then I feel that I was like the NTS, so they don't have. So I have the NTS here. So like, I was giving more like, I was making the option of using the SA, using the when I get rated, using the Titan SA in this middle section here, a little bit better, because your SA is not, because your SA is not acid, and B, you hit here, you also hit here, and you also hit here, and these two guys. So you don't have acid, so you don't need to worry about the build bot itself. I think that you end up killing the build bot anyway, because if you're hitting, yeah. Yeah, you'll definitely end up killing the build bot anyway, to be honest. If it's not acid, obviously. and you end up making a little bit of damage in these guys here. So I was like, okay, I don't want to give like reasons for them to go in this middle section here if they're not rushing Nemesis. So I think that was a little bit of better decision to take that off. And to be honest, like triple FFD is like one of the most annoying things in the game. Because like you basically lose one mechanic in the game, like the Russian war mechanics. Two is like very very annoying and hard to deal with because like you have to commit a lot of things. Like for example, you go like let's say to mags here, you can like target like these middle section here, for example, and you end up hitting these one, and you can go like warpath, then breakneck or smoke screen these twice, then you do with two. It's like it's hard enough to do with two. To three is basically impossible. And there is like a slightly increase into using double warrior class, true warrior rush classes. So if they have two of the Russian warriors, they lost two bots basically. So it's sometimes like map designs are more thinking around not much what Shu believes the best, but what most of the people believe is the best. You know what I mean? I think that's very rare. It's like I'm like playing random stuff, like placing random, but like, if I'm playing like with triple rushing warriors, it's very likely a weird combination of ones like bludgeon, scrapper, and I don't one of the fire ones like rampage or bone crusher, and I'm likely playing this combination because I'm playing one of the challenge here, very likely. So I'm not like playing it seriously, if you know what I mean. So when I'm like playing like optimized, like thinking a little bit more, like and not like with like tight with like combiners helping me a little bit. I'm normally playing with like only one rushing warrior. I actually think I'm thinking about like upgrading another rushing warrior because I think that just same if I have the acid storm, not the acid storm, sorry, the headstrong. One type of bot is like not enough. One type of rushing warrior is like not enough. So you have the 4-star and the 5-star upgraded. It's like okay, fine, like having the extra damage and extra survivability. But like, sometimes I want a rushing warrior that can even cost higher, but I want him to do something different. You know what I mean? So like sometimes I see like even breakdown primes, like it does something different. It slows down stuff. Don't attractive but slow them down. So like it protects us anyway. Sometimes I want to have a different kind of damage. Where's this guy? Where's the other one? This one, I think this one's really nice. Like it gives the glass effect for a couple seconds. And if you think about the glass effect gives 40% extra damage, so it's a bigger percentage than the acid one gives to you with combination of fire. So if you place Megatronus on it, it gives you more damage than if you've been using the same level and upgrades of Headstrong. Same with the acid fire combination. The glass fire combination is bigger than the acid fire. So sometimes I want to have something different. I wanted a lot to have these at SA11 because it's one of the best things that you could have. Like you could like use like the H, something like that, and you could use a combat minion without needing to worry about the damage absorption, because it's like it's the SA11 that gives you 100% of HP and damage absorption is like crazy. That's really good. Uh, I honestly feel that Scrapper and Off-Road are the other ones that I'm going to eventually upgrade because I think that this type of tax, like, it's not OP stuff, it's not like crazy, but it's the type of thing but it's the type of things that I like. You know what I mean? And I always used Off-Road before when I was using, what's the name? The Armada Max team before. I was always using one rushing warrior that was Off-Road. And yeah, it's one of the things that I think that like matches well with the style that I have. I'm not sure. But I wanted a lot to hear you guys, like, what do you think that I should go for the 5-star batches and the 5-star. And also with the combats. I have decided I'm going to save the shards. Just to say, like, Fireglade has returned to the 5-star combat ship. They're going to eventually split, like, from Fireglade, Baru, and Ozu are going to be joining another two ones in the future. It's going to take a little bit of time, but like, I must have patience for that. And the other ones, like, these don't want nothing. And like these, I just want Slung and Cinch. Hitburn would be like nice, but I honestly feel like I need to have something good for. I need to have something good for Full Tilt, but I don't feel that Fracas 5. I don't need to be like this desperate to go with Full Tilt on something, you know what I mean? I feel that if I go for Hitburn, level 5-star, level 8 or 9, it's good enough. And it has the attack of Frozen stuff, if I remember correctly. Where is the guy? Yeah, it's every 7 seconds you disable targets for 3 seconds, like, it's kind of a mini looping stuff, stun, you know what I mean? So it's kind of something I actually like. And like and like I know that it stuns a bot for sure if you use him in combination with the G1 core. But as you know, I don't like too much the G1 core. I prefer to use the Alchemist on Full Tilt for survivability purposes because I don't feel that. Because like healing through the SA damage like crazy for a Full Tilt. So yeah. So that's pretty basically it, guys. So Soundwave and Flatline eventually are going to have their entries on the research lab. When the Scourge and Wasp leave the research lab, I'm going to likely make a video trying to grab some of the 5-stars. Just grab them, like, to just to try to get them, the ones that I want. And I think it's going to like basically be pretty much free for the moment on the channel, like the programmation and everything. I know that I have fallen in like video frequency a little bit in these last weeks. To be honest, I wasn't very good. I have some depressive moments and some bad moments, to be honest, in my life. And sometimes I want a place to share some stuff, some thoughts that I have. If you're having bad days, please search for help. Like, go for some therapy. You know what I mean? But sometimes it's hard. Sometimes the regular days are like very hard to deal with days. You know what I mean? But like, honestly, like the game is it's not exactly saturated. a little bit, I guess. But like, there's not much news. You know what I mean? I think that, for example, for player base, I think that we should call last event to be the standard on every single weekend event, because it's glorious how ridiculous amount of good stuff we get from that event. We have a decent amount of shards, energon, alloy, prime shards. I think even Shanix if you want. So like, I think that this could be and the free 5-star. What more could you want? You know what I mean? So like, I think that if you want a event, we should like call for that. I think that calling for a free 5-star every weekend is kind of like too much for the apes to ask. But like, outside of that, like, we should definitely request for a it could be it could be like not a 5-star. It could be like not a 5-star, but like a non-dupe guaranteed 4-star, for example, is one of the better resources that I think that we have in the game. Like a non-dupe guaranteed combat ship, something like that, for example. Uh, for like, if you don't grab the 4-star combat ship from last event, like for example, this one, Ozu, you just went for the 3-star. You grab the guaranteed 4-star. Wait until it leave the premium section, and you have a guaranteed new combat ship. You know what I mean? So like, that's a good thing, I guess. So yeah, being able to like use your resources, like optimizing or using your usage of resources, like the best thing that you can do with the game. I think that like everyone kind of know the ways. You know what I mean? Like, I think that like I have like lost a little bit of my creativity points, because like I don't have like any more crazy ideas like I had in the beginning. I think that I have like shared too much in the beginning. I should have like shared less, but like to make it more consistently. You know what I mean? But like, for example, making like the best for example, an update on duos or a trios video. Tell me if you guys want to see an update on that, for example. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Gulliver out.